You've probably heard of Good Ass Job from popular leaks like Never See Me Again from 2009, but the true story of Kanye's scrapped early twisted fantasy concept paints a much clearer picture of the artist's creative workflow between 2008 and 2010, and my objective with this video is to clarify both what the project was and the music Kanye made for it, so let's get right into it. Good Ass Job as a concept dates all the way back to the very start of Kanye's career, with him originally planning to do a series of 4 albums revolving around going to college. He followed this plan basically to a T, with College Dropout in 2004, Late Registration in 2005, and Graduation in 2007, but that's where things took a turn. Following the death of his mother, Donda West, Kanye took a break from the college album series to make 808s and Heartbreak to express his grief at the time. Because Kanye had been talking about Good Ass Job as a closer to his college album series for years, fans ultimately expected him to release it after 808s, which was actually exactly what he was intending, with him working on the album throughout 2009 until September of that year, when the project would see a radical shift. Following the infamous VMAs incident where Kanye interrupted Taylor Swift's acceptance speech, the album that was Good Ass Job got completely overhauled sound and concept-wise to eventually be transformed into My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. The official timeline goes from November 24th, 2008, when 808s dropped, to September 13th, 2009, when the VMAs happened, to mid-2010, when Kanye would finally scrap the Good Ass Job name and concept in favor of MBDTF. So basically, Good Ass Job has 2 identities: the super pop and synthy side that was developed in 2009, which is 808s without the heartbreak, and the second side that sounds way more similar to 2010 Kanye and would serve as the foundation for MBDTF. Being able to see this shift in ideology for Kanye through the music he was developing at the time is fascinating, so let's get into examining every song that was scrapped from Good Ass Job. Starting off the music, we've got I'll Be Alright, made on April 7th, 2009, which is a pretty rough demo from Kanye mumbling and singing with some super heavy auto-tune. This one leaked on March 3rd, 2023, and is definitely one of the best examples of Kanye utilizing 808s type of production and auto-tune, but with a not as depressing overall theme. This one has some really cool singing parts from Kanye that go really well with the auto-tune, and even though this is pretty unfinished, it has a phenomenal vibe. After that is Lonely, made on May 11th, 2009, which is another unfinished demo just like I'll Be Alright. It features Kanye's singing with way less autotune over much brighter and cheery pop production. The background synths kind of sound Graduation-y to me, and the vocals are pretty good honestly for such an early take on the song. I think if Kanye had continued to work on this, it could have turned out amazing with finished vocals and maybe a feature. Next is Throw Money Everywhere, that started out as a Kanye freestyle but was developed further to include more complex production, and a finished Kanye verse to go along with this hook was done on May 20th, 2009. This one leaked on September 24th, 2023, and features more heavy autotune for Kanye's hook and background vocals. His finished verse is honestly fire. This definitely stands up to some of his verses from Release MBDTF in my opinion. The beat is a crazy fusion of twisted fantasy instrumentation combined with 808s drums and bass synths, and this might have had the most potential of any other Good Ass Job song.
See the red bottoms, you got 'em. Look at all the attitudes. Excuse me, Mrs. Attitude. What's up with your attitude? Now I don't mean to be rude, but if you ain't on your period, don't be a douche. Oops, look at them looking like they know me. Every rapper coming at me remind me of Bon Jovi. Oh, whoa, you halfway there. Oh, whoa, living on a prayer. They want the throne, but I ain't giving up the chair. So many clones, is the real me here? 30 niggas stood up like, yeah, we here. See there? That's what I'm talking about. We ain't gotta call them out, but we falling out. Till the next time you see me, we falling out.
These next two songs we aren't quite sure when they were made, but we do have a range of possible dates. Both Crazy Life and Downtown were encoded with iTunes 9.0.2, which was released on October 29th, 2009. iTunes 9.0.3 released on February 10th, 2010, so we know these songs must have been made during that time, which could mean they were made pre-VMAs, but more than likely were done following the incident on September 13th. Crazy Life was produced by Andrew Dawson and has no Kanye verses, with him just doing a finished hook over the beat in the version of the song that leaked on September 11th, 2023. This one samples You Gave Me Oh Lord by Costa Yared Costa, and Kanye also had Tony Williams record reference vocals for the song at some point, with those leaking 6 days later on September 17th. Pretty fire beat in my opinion. I especially like how wide and varied the drums are.
I'm the type of guy they say you can't trust, but you're the type of girl who never gets enough of this crazy life. Are you ready for this life? Crazy life. Find paradise in the moment, baby. Time so right, let's own it later. This crazy life. Are you ready for this crazy life?
And Downtown features one mostly finished Kanye verse with a second unfinished section and a hook that Kanye recorded in multiple takes. This song also has backing vocals done by Jeff Basker and was leaked in full in its rough state on September 22nd, 2023. We don't know if Kanye worked on this further, but you can see now he's really starting to go off into the pop direction and break away from the gloomy production we saw on 808s.
I need you to meet me downtown. Hey, a lot of time is in by. A lot of reason why I spent time of her flies. Do you remember when first day? Son of a time away, and I've been all alone.
After those two songs, we've got another undated one titled Eyes Closed, produced by Kanye, Jeff Basker, and Mike Dean. The song started as solo Kanye vocals, although he would later enlist John Legend to record feature vocals, which would ultimately end up canned along with the track. This one leaked on January 1st, 2011, so this has been out for quite a while, but you can see it was present on the Complex track list posted on March 29th, 2010, when Kanye's album was still titled Good Ass Job, but had taken on a similar form to its release title, MBDTF. This one sounds insane. The background guitar is wild and just typical Mike Dean going crazy, not to mention two finished Kanye verses that sound amazing. I could have totally seen this one ending up on Twisted Fantasy, so I wonder why he chose to remove it from the final iteration of the project. Moving on, we've got a snippet of Just Kill Me Please, which is a mumble demo Kanye did over Jeff Basker production sometime in late 2009. This one sounds interesting, and this is clearly a super rough take, so maybe in the future we could get a leak of a more developed version of this song.
And please don't push me, that bitch that you marrying, that's my pussy.
Following that is Heartbreaker, that centers around a RZA-produced beat that Kanye freestyled over to supply vocals for the song, and this one was also present on the Complex tracklist, and it seems Kanye did intend for it to be released on the album. The song was ultimately scrapped and given to The Game for his album Perp and Patron, and the beat samples Heartbreaker by Grand Funk Railroad. The song began as a 6-minute Kanye freestyle done on March 25th, 2010, and was worked on again in April of that year to be cut down shorter with minor production differences.
Can't even look myself in the mirror sometimes when I underneath the rim rhymes. I can't even fucking up mine. There's nothing, I'm scared of what I might find. I won't sit down to psychics or psychiatrists. I come for no top and I look out no line. I'd rather not see my future, motherfucker. I'd rather just go blind. And to the thumping up and then off the wild man.
Next is Flashing Lights 2, which is definitely one of the more mysterious things Kanye worked on during the Good Ass Job era. Officially, it seems Kanye was toying with the idea of a remix of Flashing Lights, with him sometimes playing tour remixes of the song and apparently working on an official remix with new vocals. There was a video that surfaced of Kanye and Charlie Wilson in the studio riffing some vocal ideas that showcases the type of production that was being developed for Flashing Lights 2. Ultimately, after it was scrapped, it seems the remix donated bits and pieces of itself to 2 songs. The drums Kanye plays in the studio sound very similar, if not the same, as the drums on Drake's Find Your Love, which Kanye produced, and the modulated synth was given to the K-pop group JYJ for the song A Girl that Kanye featured on with Malik Yusuf. Of course, that song and Flashing Lights 2 had different melodies, but the actual type of synth and the mod pattern is very similar. It must have been something Kanye borrowed from the earlier remix idea.
Better find your loving, I better find your heart. I bet if I give all my love, then nothing. My whole life. For the night, another night. As a city, what they got for us? I mean, it wouldn't even be popping if it's not for us. Isn't this all that I said it'd be? I want the best for you, but one better for me. I paid the price of fame.
After that is Hard Horn Nightmare, also known as the original Kanye version of Rick Ross's song Live Fast, Die Young. It began its life likely sometime in early 2010 when Kanye recorded original vocals over the song because he had Connie Mitchell record on January 31st of that year, with her being utilized in a full feature role on the song along with Kanye's production and vocals. Kanye then worked on the song further to record a ton of new vocals over the same beat, with him also adding a Tony Williams feature to accompany Connie Mitchell in the background.
Rich.
Tear it down, baby, tear it down. You already know we about to tear it down. Just got a little something to stand out from the crowd. I tell them niggas they don't wanna know hating's not allowed. Not now, not now, not now.
Following that is the earliest version of Mama's Boyfriend that we have audio of, made on March 1st, 2010. At this point, the song did feature the Billy Joel sample, but with much earlier Anthony Kilhofer production and finished Kanye vocals. While later versions of the song are definitely superior, this early version of Mama's Boyfriend is intriguing, and Kilhofer did a lot of work laying foundations for other producers.
He walked in our lives, I was only 5. Superman pajamas, I was super duper fly. Sitting there like, why? He at least hooper size. You know I scrutinize like, who this newer guy? I'm a mama boyfriend, I'm a little husband. I was the man of the house.
Next is a song titled Shoot Up that's super unfinished, worked on by Kanye, Bon Iver, and Santa Gold sometime in 2009. After the song was scrapped, the beat was given to B.O.B. for his officially released song Shoot Up the Station.
Shoot up the station, keep the station. Shoot up the station, keep it. I'm so tired of all the lies. I'm so tired of all the lies. I'm so tired of all the cries. I'm so tired of some life. Don't lie, and maybe you'll get through.
After that is the original version of No More Parties in LA, made in 2009, which at the time featured Mr. Hudson and Ellie Jackson doing backing vocals on the hook with Kanye. The beat was produced by Madlib, and this early idea has Kanye doing the hook and a few mumble lines, but it's super unfinished. I am really glad this one came back in 2016 because it ended up being one of my favorite songs on The Life of Pablo.
Please, baby, no more parties in LA. No more Los Angeles. Please. Shake that body, party that body. Please. Shake that body, party that body. Please. Shake that body, party that body. Hey baby, you forgot your Ray-Bans, and my sheets still orange from your spray tan. And you know it has safe sex, cause you can't study for an AIDS test.
And finally, probably the most famous and well-known Good Ass Job leak, See Me Again, which is often called Never See Me Again by fans, although its official working title did not include the never. The song started as rough Kanye vocals over the early beat recorded sometime in February of 2010, as on the 16th he would expand the song by adding Bon Iver, Ellie Jackson, and Tony Williams vocals. Then on the 22nd he put together his and the featured artist vocals, and finally on the 28th he took what he had so far and tasked Anthony Kilhofer with overhauling the production, which saw Kilhofer totally changing the drums and removing the vocal effects on Kanye's voice. We're not 100% sure who produced the original beat, but it does interpolate the song I Never Want to See You Again by Quasi.
Fighters, and I'm on fires, and I'm straight downright fire. Gonna call the riot, now I'm worry about me, worry about them, worry about you. What we gonna do? It'll be a long time before you ever see me.
That is essentially everything audio-wise we have from this era of Kanye's music making, and I feel like it's super interesting how clearly you can see his shift away from the 808s type sounds into new territory that would be built upon for Twisted Fantasy's release. His bright and cheery pop production and heavy use of autotune all point towards a return to 2007-2008 form for Kanye, although we would really not see too much of that on the final Twisted Fantasy release. I think in the end Kanye made the right choice to switch directions, but still everything that got scrapped sounds quite nice. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and let me know down in the comments which scrapped song you like the best.